Roast Battle. Make some motherfucking noise, everybody. Make some noise. We're gonna bring up the producer of this show. We're gonna meet our judges who are gonna make sense of these two artists. This guy. Okay, before I bring him up, quick story. I live in Bushwick. I used to only come to Astoria, this neighborhood right down the block, because there was a girl I was hooking up with, friends with benefits style, and I would only ever come here to fuck her. And so now I have this like Pavlovian response to get horny when I come to Astoria. But now it's just this guy. So start clapping for Dan Wickes. Cover your eyes. You guys cover your eyes. Oh, okay. Dan, we still haven't resolved flash banging half the audience.
We have about a millimeter of tape on that. I think it's okay, right?
We got a couple more judges. They're going to shield you guys with their bodies.
This is why we seat the comics here, everybody, by the way, to protect you.
I always love watching the YouTube video and you just see everybody wincing in the background. Check us out on YouTube, by the way, and that'll become funny later. But Dan Wickes, a lot of return customers here tonight. What can they hope to see that's going to spice up the show a little bit?
We got some new cameras, a new Zoom recorder, if that...
Oh, okay. Not really doing much. This is a what are you guys, fucking kings? Brutal crowd. Okay, we're having fun. Dan Wickes, everybody, one more time. Give it up for him. This next comic, you've seen her special on Comedy Dynamics, My Body, My Joke. Start clapping for Myka Fox.
You've gotten that special name wrong every time.
Oh, I didn't. I never watched it.
Of course, I know.
What is it? One more time.
No, it's even worse than what you said, so we'll just go with what you said.
Is it My Joke's My
It's
Choice?
My Joke, My Choice.
Oh.
And honestly, that title wasn't my choice. The whole thing's a fucking lie.
Oh, shit.
And they made me get an abortion. It was terrible.
Myka, as we know, women are terribly underrepresented in comedy. Can you tell us why they deserve that?
I think it's because we're not smiling enough.
Yeah, what? Go ahead, give us a smile for the camera.
I don't know. I can't really smile until Dan talks more about the camera situation in here.
Yeah, you'll find one of his cameras in your bathroom. But one more time. One more time for Myka Fox, everybody. And this next judge, one of the founders of the very club we're sitting in, and a succulent piece of man meat, if I do say so myself, it's Scott the Weapon Hall. Oh shit, it's the Weapon. Everybody give it up for the Weapon one time.
He calls me the Weapon because I brutally lost to someone very recently.
Scott Hall, if you guys are not familiar with the Roast Battle lore, Scott Hall lost to the worst comic in New York City, Michael.
I was too focused on the cameras and the Zoom.
Scott Hall, how can the fighters earn your vote and not end up like you?
Yeah, just do better than me. Be a homoist. I'm looking for a homoist tonight.
It was funnier when I said it. Scott Hall, everybody. Scott, give it up for the Weapon, everybody.
Got the same laughs, though.
Yeah. All right.
Get him, Myka.
Yeah. Make sure you sip your coffee so you can stay up at night wondering what went wrong with your life. But anyway, our final judge, she's hilarious. She tours all over the city. Recently beat the shit, the country. Sorry, my bad. She gets on the subway sometimes. It's Chloe McGovern.
Hi, thank you.
The country. I meant to say the country.
From the Halsey L to Myrtle Wyckoff, also L.
Chloe, you recently beat a blind man at a roast battle.
Physically, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can the battlers do to win your vote?
I want to get some real fodder for my fan fiction tonight. I think that's what I want. My Roast Battle League based fan fiction. I want to see my Dan Wickes and Robbie Goodwin figurines kiss today.
All right, maybe touring over the city was too generous, but one more time for Chloe McGovern. Give it up for all your judges, everybody. One time for the judges. All right. This format, it's gonna, thank Christ. All right. It would be better to just have the footage be underexposed, but are you guys ready for your first battle of the night? All right, let me consult the tomes. Okay, this first battle, it's going to be 5 jokes tit for tat, by the way. So start clapping right now for your first gladiator. It's Ryan Thomas. All right. And his opponent, get loud right now for Frankie Benz. All right, Ryan, Frankie, who's going first?
You want to go first? Want me to go first?
I go first.
All right,
All right.
Black Crime, make some noise for your first battle.
All right. Frankie is very pretty and very sexual. She looks like the one person at the Eyes Wide Shut party whose mask is for sleep apnea.
Ryan's dad died of cancer in 2013. He keeps his memory alive with his scalp.
Damn, the setup was
Chemo.
better.
Right?
All right. Frankie is Puerto Rican Dominican. Oh, wait, sorry. Frankie ate a Puerto Rican and a Dominican. That's it. All these finna be short, all right? Laugh but don't.
You know what? They're short because Ryan asked to go up first. He always wants to be the first to leave the party. He's Gnostic, yet he looks like he rushes home to flog himself for having a good time.
I might win.
Fuck you.
All right. Frankie doesn't speak Spanish, which is, kind of sad. But she does understand it. So I translated something so that she could hear it in her mother tongue. So, English first. Frankie is a solo, polyamorous, bisexual, Afro-Latina witch. Or in Spanish, Frankie es un slut.
Shit. Ryan worked out over 2,000 days in a row. Yeah, right? His torso is shredded, just like his scalp. All right, let's keep it going. Just keep it going.
All right. Frankie is a witch. She has premonitions. She sometimes sees the future, but never her toes.
Fuck you. I do ab work in the morning. It's true. I crashed at Ryan's couch. And in short, you can say he was my sponsor. And still not worthy of head. No matter how homeless I became, I keep imagining his penis like his scalp. I can't do it. I can't. No.
All right. Ooh, I forgot I wrote this one. All right. So my family is American black, and hers is whatever the fuck they are, some different kind of black. But that means that my ancestors survived slavery by running away, and her ancestors survived slavery because the noose wouldn't fit around their neck. That's a great joke. I'm mad at all of you right now for growing consciousness. That's hilarious.
It's a sugar field joke. We were sugar slaves. Diabetes. Okay.
No, they don't want
they
it.
don't know. They don't. It's okay. It's all right. I got you. Ryan works in tech. Despite looking like he eats curry every day, he's actually black and still manages to do white tech guy activities like jerk off to Rick and Morty at night.
All right, give it up for your first battle. Let me grab that real quick, man. If only that crystal ball could tell you how those jokes would turn out. But give it up. Give it up for your first battle of the night, everybody. Dan Wickes striking. Dan Wickes, Witch versus Gandhi. Who won?
Yeah, I thought, give it up for Ryan, guys. Give it up, these two real quick, yeah. Often Ryan does these battles and he'll tell a bad joke that bombs, but then he'll comment on it bombing and it'll be very funny when he does that. But tonight, Ryan's jokes were also funny. And then he commented on them not getting a big enough reaction, and that was also funny. But yeah, so Frankie, you're pansexual, right? Or, yeah, why are you making that face? He said it.
I don't know.
No? Solo poly, okay. I was going to say, nice matchup between two people who fuck white women. All right, but yeah, my vote goes to Ryan, but yeah, good job.
That was uncomfortable, but one. All right, this panel of whites judge these blacks. Myka Fox, what'd you think?
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even sure I was allowed to laugh at these. Not because I'm white and you guys are black, but because the jokes weren't good. I was like, should I fake it? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Frankie, if you're going to use the word scalp for 3 of your punchlines, you want to pronounce it in a way that the people understand it. You're like, scalp. You're like, it's like you're ordering scallops in Louisiana. Scalp, say it with me, and get a different punchline. Listen, you both weren't great, but I'm going to give it to Ryan.
All right, 2 for Ryan. Scott Hall, you're some kind of like Arab, aren't you?
Yes, I am the blackest person on this planet right now. Cherokee Indian. So if you want to do a quick land acknowledgement. Great battle between bold versus fat. That's a crazy strategy. I mean, you were 2 jokes in before you were like, no, these aren't going to work. That's a very bold strategy. Yeah, it is tough when you go to hammer one topic and they don't buy in immediately. So I think Ryan clearly won. My vote goes to Ryan.
All right, Ryan got it wrapped up. But Chloe McGovern, how many times would you vote for Obama if you could?
I'd steal the vote. I'd steal the vote back. Frankie, you said you were solo poly, so single. Single. A whore. Okay, great, good. Just we can go hurt for hurt together later. I will congratulate you on breaking the stereotype that black women are mean. They're very clearly nice and toothless and unable to write a roast joke, which is totally fair. Ryan, thank you for taking the hat off for this paddle. It was very vulnerable and real of you with a hat on. You almost look handsome. And then it all comes apart when the Yankees hat comes off. I think Ryan obviously took this one. Your jokes hit a little bit harder.
All right, clean sweep for Ryan Thomas, everybody. But one more time for Frankie Benz. All right, we're all going to be tasting weird metallic flavored tomato sauce tonight, but one more time for this first battle. Hey gang, how about a good one? Start clapping right now for your first opponent, all the way from Mother Russia. It's Ilia Kova. All right, and in stark contrast to our last battler, start clapping for Justin Brown. Who's going first?
Me.
All right. Second battle. Make some noise. All right. Or no. Fair enough.
Yeah. I just moved from Russia and I did my first. Hey, shut up. Sorry. Yeah, you. Sorry. I just moved from Russia and I did my first roast battle months ago and I lost. Then told me that he didn't understand any of my words. And the next day he was like, hey, do you want to do it again? Yeah. That's how you roast people. I barely speak English now. You should do it. Yeah. Okay. My opponent today is Justin. She's 6'7".
She's 6'7"?
Yeah, really? 6'7"? You fucking child.
6'7".
That was my first joke.
I got it. Nick?
That's what you sound like, dude? Jesus Christ, that joke was longer than a Russian winter. No, I do want to thank Ilia for taking time out of his busy schedule of butt-fucking hockey players on HBO to be here tonight. No, but seriously, though, I don't know if he works for the Russian government or not, but he definitely looks like he loves to KG beat off to gay porn all day.
Who knows? All right. Justin is probably white trash.
Definitely, dude.
I don't know why you're doing stand-up. You should work in circus as a bearded woman. You would be millionaire.
There's so many less words on the card than what he's saying. It's fucking insane, dude. It's crazy. I'm roasting Matan right now. Like, Ilia looks like he takes ecstasy before he uses an anal thermometer. Also, he looks like he has a friend that's named Anal Thermometer.
Justin, 8 years relationship ended because giraffe died.
Because what? How dare you come to my country and say these things?
You Irish and German. Oh yeah, that's your country.
Yeah. Hold on, it's my turn, dude. Ilia's a Russian man who learned how to speak English by listening to American podcasts. So I think it's fair to say that this is the first time he's ever heard the words, "Yes, I consent to that," in a sentence. Fuck you guys, dude.
Justin seems like a guy who, even after watching Shrek, says, "Dude, I didn't understand anything." But this documentary was sick.
Dude, don't be mad at Shrek because he fucked up your kingdom, bro. Ilia's dad was apparently a lifelong sailor, which means that Ilia's mother was probably another man. No, but seriously though, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule of living in the 1930s to be here today. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, Justin, it's so stupid that you was born as a... Justin, it's so stupid that you was born as a human. You would be very good building.
It was just he said it wrong because he's foreign. That was... The joke was worse than my last joke.
Yeah, you would be in very good building because your dad, he was very great second tower.
Yeah, we got it, dude. Oh, God, it sucks. I'm going to lose this, dude. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. That's my time.
What is happening? I still have a joke left. I don't want to do it. Whatever. You look like you're going to sell me a gun made out of boots.
All right. I'm glad we waited for that. Justin Brown, everybody. Ilia, imagine losing a spoken word competition to a guy that can't speak. All right, judges. God, what a bad show this is. Chloe McGovern, what do you think?
Yeah, this was a great battle between two guys planning the same school shooting. Ilia does the logistics. Justin's the guy that fucks it up by tripping over the window as he's crawling in. Justin, I felt like at any point, like a woodpecker was just gonna like fly out of your hair and start pecking Ilia to death. I do think it's great though that you showed up here after being rejected from the lesbian WNBA.
So the WNBA.
Yeah. That's the joke. I am going to give it to Ilia. Obviously, it'd be insane if I didn't. Ilia clearly took that.
Yeah, all right. One vote for Ilia, Kova. Scott Hall, do we need to fix the cable? Also, he had a broken microphone. Quick comedy, dude. All right. Do we need to switch out the cable? Or?
We could switch out the
All
cable.
right, we'll see. Anyway, but give us your opinion.
Yeah,
your
thanks.
esteemed opinion first.
Yeah, good battle. This looks like a fight on a Russian security camera. This is. I like that you made fun of Dan because you look like Dan if he didn't have all the stuff he has. Same nose. And we found Justin's Achilles heel, a non-minority. Let me tell you something. If you were Jewish, you would have been fucked. But yeah, Ilia, I understood half of it, and I'm going to vote for that half. So.
But the gun made out of boots. All right. Myka Vox, what'd you think?
I cannot believe you're about to lose a roast to a guy whose country just got the Hitler haircut. Like, they just figured that out. This is like watching all of society lose to AI. It's just like, it's not as good, but we still prefer it. I still don't want to do the work. Yeah, I got to give it to Ilia. Sorry.
All right, 3 for Ilia. He's got it wrapped up. Dan Wickes, what'd you
Yeah, it doesn't matter that Ilia barely speaks English. Ilia's a killer. Ilia like bear. Hey, that's crazy that you learned how to speak English from American podcast because Justin looks like he learned how to speak English from American podcast. But yeah, Ilia, you fucking smashed, dude. Amazing. Give it up for Ilia one more time. And give it up for Justin for standing next to him. All right, but yeah, Ilia, great job, guys. Thanks for doing this.
All right, Ilia Koval takes it. But give it up for Justin Brown one more time. He definitely stood up there. That's like 50% of stand-up comedy. Hey, are we switching out the cable or we're good? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think we're okay. That's just how he sounds. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, got it, gang. Wow, there's like a weird energy in here, but there's a horrible like feng shui in here. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we're gonna keep this right along, Mr. Shui. But oh shit, ladies, hold on to your clits. It's Joe Mack. Oh, it's Joe Mack, everybody. If you guys need some paper towels for your seats, let me know. It's Joe Mack.
Ask John.
What is that, polyester? Okay, anyway. And his opponent, the artist known only as Christos. Christos, Joe Mack, who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right, everybody, make some noise. Third battle.
Yeah, give it up for Christos, everyone. Thank you, Christos, for taking time away from collecting Prime energy drinks to be here. Yeah. Christos, you look like Wolverine if hot dogs came out of his hands instead of claws.
That was it?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
First of all, Prime is delicious. Second of all, Joe looks like if a sewer rat wanted to be a real boy.
You better drink your... I hope you open your most rare Prime flavor when you get home. Yeah. No, this... give it up for Timu Rob Deerdeck. Yeah. Christos is actually really into anime. His favorite is One Piece, which is fitting because that's also the only thing he's comfortable wearing at the pool.
I actually wear a shirt and then like jeans because I hate myself, but I hate you more. Joe Mack runs a show in Queens called I'm Sure It's Fine, which is what he tells women when they notice the wart on his penis.
No, it's good we could get you on your night off from polishing your sword collection to be here. Christos actually just went to Japan. It was a dream of his. I love that for you, man. Next time, there's actually a really cool forest I think you should visit. Be very Japanese of you.
Yeah, that was really good. I loved you on Blue's Clues. When the guys at Joe's office start talking about pussy, the only way he can relate is by talking about himself.
Christos, how are you here if you're supposed to be waiting for someone to wake you up when September ends?
That was really good. Everyone liked that. Joe Mack's job is the editor of a print magazine. I guess some people still want a physical copy of their monthly child pornography. All right, whatever. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck you guys, right? That's always good. Give it up. Give it up for Turtle from Entourage if he were played by an actual turtle. Yeah, Christos actually, in an interview about comedy, said growing up he really admired Tommy from Power Rangers. So if you guys don't know, that's the Green Ranger. Not a real person, but I think it's prophetic because I hope you get hit by a Green Ranger in oncoming traffic.
Yeah, that was worth the wait. Okay, Joe Mack looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and the only way his wife can have an orgasm is with a mystery machine. Whatever.
I don't like that one.
You just have to be there. One more time for these rival birthday magicians. Okay. Hey, can anyone in the audience do comedy? All right. I feel like I'm just... Scott Hall, what'd you think?
Great battle. Another variation of Dan on stage. You guys are having a Blues Clues off right now. Steve off. For all the battlers coming up after this, I would recommend not standing on this side. It seems to be cursed. Yeah, you lost. My vote goes to Joe.
All right. I think that fucking witch did something here. Myka Fox, what do you think?
I mean, it was fun to watch a battle from between the two battlers. Like, what the fuck? A couple of twins. Good battle between Fred Durst and the turtle you draw to get into art school. I mean, Christos, what a fucking name. Dear Christ. You'd think you'd pull a joke out of that hat. You didn't really want to win, though, right? You were just doing it all for the nookie. If you're upset later, I can give you something to break. Yeah, this was really fun, but obviously I'm giving it to Geppetto's friend over here.
All right, that's 2 votes for Joe Mack. Dan Wickes.
Yeah, I think there were some big highs on this during this battle. Joe had some real bangers. Some of them hit so hard that Purdue guy almost uncrossed his arms for the first time this show. This looks like a rom-com, right? He had his arms crossed. She had her legs crossed. They sat in the front and didn't laugh once. But yeah. Anyway, doesn't Christos look like he's going to deliver me some falafel on a skateboard? But yeah, I had fun watching you guys, but I got to go with my brother in Blues Clues, Joe Mack.
All right, that's Joe Mack's got it wrapped up. Chloe McGovern, what'd you think?
Yeah, Crisscross does look like a live-action Subway Surfer. Christos? What is his name? Crisscross?
You said
Girl,
Crisscross.
he wishes. He wishes he had Crisscross's career. Also, what psychosis are you whipping your fan base into, Dan Wickes, where they're both starting to dress like you? It's repugnant. I don't even know if we have a fan base based on the vibe in the crowd tonight. These people were forced to be here. All these cameras are just guns slowly scanning the audience, apparently. You guys do look great tonight. I'm sorry I said that. You guys look like you're both dressed like a different version of a black guy from the 2000s. Really, really sick outfits. I think fashion takes it.
All right. I'm sorry,
no, I didn't say a winner, but hey, it's fine. Give it up for fashion. I'm gonna give it to Joe Mack. Yeah.
All right, Tommy Hilfiger versus Fubu. But Joe Mack takes it, but one more time for Christos. Burn that outfit. Okay. This next one's going to be really special. This is the kind of thing you're going to see at like midnight fighting at Penn Station. So start clapping right now for Daniel J. Paraffan.
Yeah.
And his opponent, start clapping. Every time I see her, I'm just grateful she's alive. It's Pauline Murphy. All right, remember, this doesn't define you.
I'll go first.
All right, Daniel J. Paraffan, everybody.
Yeah. Doesn't this look like a niece confronting her uncle for molesting her? Right, a little bit? A little bit, you see it. I'm sorry I did that to you. You may recognize Pauline as the woman you just saw smoking a cigarette off the ground.
Okay, Dan is an alcoholic, but the only way I can see him getting through the 12 steps is if he falls through them.
I am an alcoholic. In fact, Pauline and I have a lot in common. We're both alcoholics that are sober who have tried to kill ourselves and are native New Yorkers with great tits.
You guessed it, Dan is suicidal, which has been really rough for him because the noose won't stay in the ceiling. He was much fatter when I wrote this joke.
Yeah! I got the gastric sleeve.
He's still fat! He's still fat! He's still fat! He's still fat! He's still fat!
But I was morbidly obese. Fuck yeah! 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 Very hurtful. Okay. Pauline is an animal lover, as she calls it, or as everyone else calls it. She's in an interracial relationship. Oh, fuck. All right.
Dan looks like he doesn't have an emergency contact, yet always seems a minute away from a medical emergency.
Pauline is a lot like the Staten Island Ferry, because you could ride her free in Italian to go to die.
Dan, you look like the kid that other kids were afraid to have on their sled because you'd make it go too fast.
Joke's on you, I was too poor for that. Doesn't this look like a battle between Humpty Dumpty and one of the horses that couldn't put him back together again? Oh, fuck, damn it.
Okay. Dan, I don't know if you're off the wagon or on the wagon, but you're definitely dragging the wagon down.
Pauline, if you're here, who's drowning your ex's dog to get back at him?
That's it. We're done, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got lost in the art. All right. About that, everybody. Daniel J. Paraffan and Pauline Murphy. Wow, okay. Glad Maury Povich is still on the air. Let's start with Myka Fox. What'd you think?
What a really fun battle of playing like who's really nervous or just going through withdrawals. I had so much fun trying to guess. Pauline, I love that you're still wearing the sweatshirt they adopted you in. It seems like your foster parents really cared for a little while. Dan, you are still fat as fuck, very upsetting to look at. I actually don't know who I want to win. You both had a great joke. Oh, they also had great jokes. Give it up for them, everybody. They both had great jokes, but so the one that stuck in my mind the most was the sled one, so I'm gonna give it to Pauline.
All right, one for Pauline Murphy. Dan Wickes.
Yeah. See, he did used to be fatter. It just occurred to me that this is the first time I've seen Daniel since he got fat surgery. So that's real. Yeah, he got the what's it called?
The gastric sleeve.
He got the gastric sleeve. Yeah.
You might want to get the gastric shirt, but.
But yeah, I don't have a funny way of saying this, but anybody standing on Daniel's side of the stage holding the mic up here, not at the bottom. That's why I was cutting out for Daniel. That's not why some of your jokes didn't land. But seriously, that interracial sex joke that Daniel told killed when he first told it 8 years ago. All right, a little too insidery. But yeah, Pauline won for me, but good job, guys.
All right, 2 for Pauline Murphy. Scott Hall, what'd you think?
Great battle between 2 people waiting to interview at a Goodwill. I don't know. I can't say you lost that much weight until you stop wearing suspenders.
No.
They look bad. They look bad. They look bad. All right. Daniel, I love you. I do think you lost this battle, though, so my vote goes to Pauline.
Okay, Pauline Murphy's got it all wrapped up. Chloe McGovern.
Daniel, how are the stripes on your Adidas shoes also extra fat? Is anyone clocking that? You got like the extra thick. They're beautiful. I do kind of miss the outfits from the last round, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's really beautiful that you both have very different torso sizes and the exact same leg size going on. But both just matchsticks in blue denim. I am also going to give it to Pauline. I think the sled joke took it for me, although it was a close battle. Good job.
All right, Pauline Murphy takes it with a clean sweep, but one more time for Daniel J. Paraffan, who says he's too poor for a hill with snow on it. But it's a struggle out here. All right, who do we got that's next? There's a lot of fucking wizards on this show. Start clapping for Beatrix McDaniel. And her opponent, Gabriel Ross.
All right.
Who's going first?
I'm going first.
All right, one more time. Make enough noise for these guys.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. It's great to be roasting this manic pixie nightmare. Beatrix says she's confused about her sexuality. She doesn't know what to name her imaginary boyfriend.
Well, you definitely have your hinge age range from 18 to 85. Gabriel used to sell in traffic drugs. He had no other choice. It's hard to sell your body when you look this AIDSy.
Nice. AIDSy. Cool.
Down there.
Oh, down there.
Yeah. Hello.
Cool.
Hello?
We can pass it back and forth. All right. There's so many mics. All right. We'll keep going here.
We were too focused on cameras.
I think it's mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Beatrix looks like a witch that uses a Slim Jim as a magic wand. The only magic she knows is how to make dicks go soft and pussies go straight.
Gabriel looks like a member of Mumford & Sons, the son with fetal alcohol syndrome.
Nice. All right. Beatrix has a speech impediment. You may have heard that little lisp. And she was a theater kid. What a horrible combination. She was able to fight through it, though, and land the big role as tree number 6. Damn it.
Gabriel used to pee himself in elementary school because he was too afraid to ask to go to the bathroom. And now he looks like he lets girls pee on him because he's afraid to die alone. And, look at this guy. The only shower he's had recently is a golden shower.
Nice. Thank you, Lispa Minnelli. All right. Beatrix almost died because she didn't poop for 3 months. That's crazy, right? She struggles with the sound ch and going to the bathroom. Beatrix is just a stage name. Her real name is Poopy Dum Dum Mouth. No?
Gabriel is a recovering alcoholic, so am I. I think I saw him once at an AA meeting talking to a 19-year-old girl asking if she needs a sponsor. But maybe he just has resting she's mature for her age face.
All right. Beatrix put out a rap album under the name Clitoris the Shooter. You can't find it. The only way Beatrix can find the clit is if you wrap it in cheese and feed it to her like a dog that has worms.
Gabriel used to sell predatory financial services, so if you think about that in comparison to the selling drugs, that was kind of his ethical era. But it seems more like you sell predatory sexual services.
Nice.
No, you don't deserve it. What's that? What? Can I have the microphone, please? What are we doing?
It's the judge mic.
Oh, okay.
You have a goldfish memory.
All right, I'm sorry. I was focusing on saving the show, but whoa, we lost Scott Hall, disappeared. All right, Dan Wickes, why'd you book this?
Well, I want to get some variety. Some people are like, why you book all the same battlers all the time? Well, here's why. Purdue guy, I'm sorry for making you uncross your arms. You can cross your arms again.
Shit, he did it too.
Let's see. We did there was the one joke that was very funny about Gabe looking. What was the one? Yeah, Gabe getting pissed so he doesn't die alone, right? And that was very funny, but it was also extra funny because we were all very shocked to hear something very funny. But yeah, Gabe did tell me before the show that I did ask him if he had some heat for Beatrix, and he did, unfortunately. What did you say to me, Gabe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It was the pee-pee poo-poo joke.
But yeah, on a resounding score of 1-0, and is the cables taken care of? Yeah. Okay, then I don't have to drag this down anymore, and my vote goes to Beatrix.
All right, that's one for Beatrix. Myka Fox, what'd you think?
What a fun battle between an aspiring OnlyFans model and her only sub. I feel like what we watched should have just been behind a paywall for the two of you. Like, you should be humiliated like this in private, for sure. It was really fun to hear it pronounced golden sour. I am for sure going to repeat it to myself that way a few times going home. It's kind of fun. Golden sour. It's less like, a creative director getting pissed on and more like a youthful project. Yeah, despite how you look like you might hire me for a startup that doesn't have health insurance but does have cold brew on tap, I'm going to give it to Beatrix.
All right, 2 for Beatrix. Scott Hall, your thoughts?
I just like to say there's nothing wrong with getting peed on. I think it's a very... It's 2026, we can all do it. We don't drink anymore, you got to do something. Listen, this is a good battle between the two most annoying people in a Jubilee video. You guys seem like you're going to tell Myka about black culture. All right. Yeah.
Myka's a black lady we know, by the way. Okay, yeah.
If only Gabe had the microphone that wasn't working, I think. No, I think Beatrix definitely pulled it out. Yeah, so they might have goes there.
Beatrix McDaniels has it wrapped up. Chloe McGovern.
Can I clarify, were these two back-to-back battles of two sets of recovering alcoholics, people who are not under the influence of alcohol or drugs and have perfect mental lucidity? I just need to be 100% clear. I know Gen Z doesn't really drink anymore. This might change that. I might relapse after this, honestly, maybe in a golden shower scenario, because that sounds funner than this. Yeah, obviously this went to Beatrix. I think you just had the one good joke, so that's yours.
All right, Beatrix McDaniel takes one good joke. One good joke. And everybody acknowledge Gabriel Ross. All right. He'll be telling you about how that was performance art later. But, all right, we got 2 more battles left. You guys still with me? Yeah. All right, start clapping right now. This one, she's a killer. Start clapping for Pria Blunt. Hello, Pria. And her opponent start clapping right now for Brent Lowry. All right. All right, who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right, Pria's going first. Make some noise, everybody.
Guys, keep it going for my opponent, Chet Hanks, if you remembered he was white. Brent's originally from San Diego, you know, the home of surfing. But when he says hang 10, he's talking about black people. Brent Lowry, it's the only Lowrys that's not allowed at the cookout.
Pria is a bad Indian. You could tell she's fucked way more DJs than Sanjay's.
Cool. Guys, keep it going for my opponent, this dive bar sticker that came to life. So Brent actually recently moved from Portland to Philly, which, can I just say, lateral fucking move. He moved from the city with the most strip clubs per capita and legal drugs to move to the city of brotherly love. Bro, you're fucking gay. You look like you spend a lot of time in Pakistan and other people's sons.
If Priya's third eye is anything like her other 2, it's fucking huge. Pria has double D vision.
That's a good one, Usama bin Rotten. Oh wow, you guys didn't like that one. Yeah, cool. Brent actually looks like he knows a lot about Indian history. He knows he looks like he knows all about the Hindu swastika, and he uses it as justification for the one he's got on his chest.
Thank you, life of cream pie. Priya's last name is Patel, but she goes by Pria Blunts, which the Patels appreciate. Yeah. They say technically she's bringing shame to the Blunts family. Her stage name is Blunts, but her street name is Loose Leaf.
I'm actually sponsored by Loose Leaf, but continue. Guys, doesn't Brent look like Alex Preddy if the bullet made all his hair fall off? Yeah, Brent looks like Alex Preddy if he decided to live and then join his oppressors. Brent actually has something called shy bladder syndrome, which I think it's wild that you won't pee in public, but you will shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
That was one time. Pria, your eyes are so big, you're the only woman who can give head and keep lookout at the same time. Nice.
Last joke.
Guys, keep it going for the doctor from House if he lost the house. If you can't tell, Brent's actually got a black beard. Yeah, her name is Amani.
It's my girlfriend.
Brent looks like he's really into choking and handcuffs, but just not in the bedroom. All right, you guys hate me. Fuck.
Pria is an actress. I'm not saying she would fuck a director to get into a movie, but she probably would.
All right, give it up for this battle one more time. Brent versus Pria. Wow. Who would have thought the key to a good roast is a racist white guy? But comedy is saved. All right, Chloe McGovern, flannel versus fennel seed. Who wins?
Yeah, this felt like a battle between two people trying to teach inner city youth how to believe in themselves. You guys, okay, whatever. I do love the move where someone's bombing, where they start scrambling through their index cards to be like, one of these has to be good. Yeah, fuck, I'm so sorry. What was your name again? Brent. Brent took it. Thanks.
All right, somebody get her some index cards. But Scott Hall, what'd you think?
It's like a battle between a couple in a gas station parking lot fighting over the last Newport.
Except I own the gas station, bro. It's my gas station.
Your parents own the gas station, and they wish you would work there more instead of pursuing comedy. No, Pria did beat me a couple weeks ago because Dan's going to bring that up if I don't bring it up yet. So shut the fuck up, Dan. Yeah, your mic doesn't work. Yeah, Brent won. Brent, Heaters, Life of Cream Pie, hilarious. Yeah, Brent.
Two for Brent Lowry, Myka Fox. What'd you think?
Yeah, this was really good stuff. Brent, like, totally reminds me of the guy who's like, hey, remember me? We did coke together? No, I don't, dude. But I believe you. Got any more? You can't follow me into the bathroom, though. Yeah, this was a really good battle. Pria, this wasn't your night. I've seen you be hilarious. This wasn't your night. Brent took it this time for me.
All right, Brent Lowry's got it wrapped up. Dan Wick, what'd you think?
I have also seen Pria be hilarious. She was really hilarious a few weeks ago when she was battling Scott and playing.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Actually, before the show, I asked Pria how she feels about her jokes, and she says, "You know what? I think I'm going to do an impression of Scott."
That one I liked.
But yeah, Brent, you fucking crushed, man. Like, honestly, I feel like I've been seeing people do Life of Pie jokes for years, and they never work, and you cracked the code, dude. That was the Life of Cream Pie. It was that simple, that clean, that beautiful. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, you all great job. Great job, both of you guys. Go home to your vape shop.
So one more time for Pria Blunts, everybody. All right, gang, it's time for the main event, our final headlining battle. We have one final battle, so show them all the energy you've got left. Start clapping. His bitch wife just beat me in a roast battle. Start clapping for Joshua Lampley.
Shout out to my bitch wife. I love you, baby.
What a whore. And his opponent, start clapping right now for the hilarious Menow Fernandez.
Thank you. It's never gonna last.
Enjoy it while I can, you know?
Up to you, man. What do you want? You can go first. I'll go first. It feels weird. I'm roasting the guy who's engaged right now, but also looks like he still says, "Oh, dude, smell my fingers." Ah, goddamn. Thought that was funny.
Do you want to? Just kidding. They smell like my beautiful wife.
Okay.
That's not my joke.
Okay, can I smell them then? Can we do that? Gross.
I took a shit right before this battle, so.
That's what I would call her.
Menow told me he's Dominican and Colombian. Like there's a fucking difference. He also told me that his first name is actually Menoscar. What's your middle name? Meyer Wiener? Dumbass name. Menoscar Meyer Wiener. Oh, I wish I was a Menoscar Meyer Wiener.
You know what he told me? He's 1/4 Cuban. I bet you didn't wish that. You know what I mean? You know, he's 1/4 Cuban. He just made all those Spanish jokes. I know you got it. Relax. You keep twitching. You're on cocaine. Relax.
You need some.
Did you say I need some or do you need some?
He said you.
I'm tired. I don't know. I always am. But, God damn. All right. That takes away from everything I just said. But let me try again. This guy's 1/4 Cuban. Yeah, I asked him, like, all right, give me the breakdown. He's like, well, my mom's Cuban. My dad's 100% redneck. So that didn't make much sense other than I think his dad raped her. That's a thinker, but I think he thought it out as well.
I'm going to pass on riffing on that one, if that's okay with you guys. I'll pass on that one. Let that one float on.
Nailed it!
Hey, everybody, give it up for the guy who brings a flask to the bar. Menow is a Hispanic alcoholic, so he goes to ay. This is actually my impression of Menow doing the 12 steps.
Hold up, you never gave me a DJ option. What's going on over here? No, this is some bullshit. Who's running this show? Ice? Is Ice running this show? Take a foot. He's a 1/4 Cuban. He's definitely only a 1/4 Cuban. You can't,
yeah, that was pretty bad.
You can't dance for shit,
That
dude.
was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I practiced that all day. I want y'all to know.
Yeah, there was no Shakira in that. That was wild. All right, I don't know how to go about this, but Joshua has a weird ass. Yeah, he does. No, it doesn't look so bad right now. But if you really take a look, no, I'm not joking. It's called rectal mucosa. All right, so like a Joshua tree is a tree that grows slowly. A rectal mucosa, he's just got a protruding asshole. This guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah, he got a colonoscopy for 2 years in a row, and it was all for second opinions. Yeah, he's gay. Okay. All right, but anyway, he does have a weird ass.
I do. Yeah, he was in my ass for 2 straight years, the colonoscopy. Guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but Menow's eyes are very far apart. Someone's mama had too many pregnant cervezas, you know? This man got fajita alcohol syndrome.
Your dad raped your mom. Okay. I don't know. At least my dad married my cousin. I don't know. Okay. Hot. Okay. All right. This just adds up to the weird ass stuff. Yeah, his ass has been probed more than Area 51. Oh, God damn. I thought that would be fucking funny.
I've tried to make it work on stage too. People don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
You look like both ends of Cat Dog. It's crazy. Menow actually admitted on a podcast that his sister had sex with his best friend, which is crazy because we aren't really close like that. This white boy loves tortas. You know?
I knew I smelt those fingers. Dude, that cat dog joke.
You got one more.
I think that was the last joke, right?
We got one more, right? Whatever you guys want to do. You got one more? I got one more.
Well, you go first.
All right.
I gotta look around.
No worries. All right. So Menow actually told me that his brother is super successful, which probably means he qualified for a Discover card. He actually told me his brother works in tech. Yeah, he tech the mower and he cut the grass, you know?
I honestly just feel bad for your Cuban mom. Like, what the fuck? Can you just make fun of her all day? It's like, Mom, make me breakfast now. You know, like, what the holy shit. God damn. All right, Marcelo Hernandez over here.
I wish.
Me too.
Yeah,
I used to bark with them. No, I'm just kidding. I did. I really did. You know what? Fuck you. I don't like this guy.
One more time for your final battle of the night. We got the... All right. Yes. Okay, enough of that. I asked him to play it while I was walking up. I guess that's too much to ask for. But one more time for your final battle. Wow. The Mexicans really are taking our jobs, like being funny. But let's start with Dan Wickes. What'd you think?
I thought it was an incredible way to end the night. Give it up for these two. Yeah, you guys had really solid jokes, particularly Josh. Josh, you really just find the upper limit of how stupid a joke can be and have it still be really funny. Yeah, I think the lower limit of how stupid a joke can be is just saying that someone's dad raped their mom 4 times. But yeah, I guess, Menow, next time, more puns, less rape.
Don't listen to him, yeah.
But yeah, seriously, very funny stuff. Menow, you're always so funny. Like, even when in the negative space, you find a way to like just make it fun again. You riff. You're very comfortable on stage. Well, I know what does make you feel good is alcohol, so I'm glad I'm not giving you something that makes you feel good. All right, I'm sorry. Menow, you're hilarious. You're a huge talent. Josh took this one, but let's hang out at the bar later.
All right, Menow's literally dressed like a landscaper, but Myka Fox, what'd you think?
Yeah, one more hand for Ren and Stupid over here. This was a super fun battle. Menow, I always love your energy. Josh, you have the energy of a 3rd grader who gets hit on by his teacher. He's like, it's like, I know he's really stupid and young, but I think we'll make it work. Yeah, I mean, I love the dumb puns. I love some good old-fashioned racism, especially when I haven't heard it before. I feel like the rape jokes would have like come off better if you had like really painted a picture, like really described the rape and really made us think about it. What? It's disgusting. And for those reasons and because you took a siesta at the end, I'm giving it to Josh.
All right. That's 2 for Josh. Scott Hall, what'd you think?
Great battle between the 2 types of men that like Bad Bunny. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, these are 2 of some of the funniest comics that do this. Josh is one of the best in the world. Menow's always hilarious, but I do think Josh just had great jokes, so my vote goes to Josh.
All right, Josh Lampley has it wrapped up. Chloe McGovern, final thoughts for the night.
I do wish this battle had started before half the room walked. That's all right. We did it. Josh, I'm so sorry about your protruding asshole disease. That must be really difficult. I've never heard of this before. I think it has to be the 1/4 cube in Miami for you that you're like, I just need like a syringe of filler, like right there. It's for Irina, my bitch wife. I have to imagine it happened after she pegged you for the first time and then like tried to pull it out and then it got stuck. Okay. Myka said be more descriptive with your rape jokes, and I'm trying. I do think this was like really fun. It was just fun energy to watch you 2 play off each other. Josh, I do think you were the star of that battle a little bit more. I think you edged it out, but Menow, I think you just played a really essential part, like kind of, being that B character. So hey, great work. E for effort, A for actually winning. I'm going to give it to Josh.
All right, Josh Lampley takes it, but Menow Fernandez was also present. No, he did great. Give it up for him one more time, gang. Give it up for Josh Lampley. That's the show, everybody. Thanks for coming out. One more time for your judges. When's the next one?
The next show is 1 week from today, April 15th. And also, I want to be clear, half the room did not walk. They were having fun. The only person that left was Daniel J. Paraffan.
Dan was like, the math is wrong.
By body mass, half the room. Anyway, gang, get home safe. That's the show.
You just used an insult that I'd like you to elaborate on. Is a wiper?
Oh, yeah. Most people on the phone in the bathroom calling me dumb, this fat idiot. Where's that toilet paper? Oh, yeah. I'm William Penn of wiping. Bullseye again. Almost done wiping. That guy in France is stupid. Oh, he was at a chef's menu of a Michelin star restaurant. No more toilet paper? All right, whatever. There's always stains in my underwear anyway. Like, most of America, probably you two, statistically speaking, are fucking disgusting wipers in 2026 have the audacity to call me dumb. You're wiping! What is wrong with you? Come on, man.